The lights are on, and they're shining brightly, literally and figuratively on this Saturday night. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kennedy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Plows through the defense. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sends it back in motion. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Here we go, ready. 22.
Quarterback making checks. After run, now throw. Got a man, it's Clemens. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
My 50.
Tight end now in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
From the gun, the ground game. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking downfield, it's Kane. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds a tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Quick spin on the run. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receiver's got to make the catch.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. Ripping through the defense. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they called that a face mask. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Kennedy. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the ground with the counter. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
It's complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Dropping back, it's Kane. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Shakes a man, and he might got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Jones wants to throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll go back to the air on second down. That's caught. It's Clemens. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, first down here. on the option. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? The run inside. It's Clemens. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Calls his own number. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready? 5, 3. Hey, take it. 28, 29 bounce. 28, 29 bounce. Ready, go.
Gives it on the option. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38.
Box. Rapid. Chip. Go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the catch. It's Kennedy.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now on the option. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Running the red zone. It's Clemens. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Back to pass, it's Kane. It's complete. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. He fires a bullet to the right.
And the offense is still searching, man. Like, just that's a bomb down the field, and I love it. You got to take shots. You got to be aggressive. But so far, the defense has won the day, and they've really strangled anything they've wanted to do, and this offense is going to have to find some way to move the football.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's got a touchdown.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Jones to throw. Finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He might want another play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the away team sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey, guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. One of the things I'm keeping my eyes on, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He has got so much wear and tear. Coming off that loss last week, he said it's been a challenging week of practice. And I can tell you early in this ball game, this is something I'm going to keep my eyes on, how he is performing, moving under center, dropping back, and how his arm looks despite his banged-up body. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause.
95-96 Bridge. 95-96 Bridge. Here we go.
Motion from the back.
Go.
Running into the open space. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Jones wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Gets the back moving. And off to Jones. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't connect on his first throw.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll run play action. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Kennedy.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
That last connection left him a little short of the 1st down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that 1st down.
Running inside, it's Davis. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Final minute now of the third quarter. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and 3. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Final play of the quarter coming. To the air, it's Kane. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. So 1st down will open up the final period. It's a draw. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd.
Running room in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give on the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. The inside handoff. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock.
Into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And you got to expect this up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. To the air, it's Kane. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. And the offense says, thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They'll go right back to him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running to Green.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll send the back in motion. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They'll ride the hot hand. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. On the run, it's Clemens. Last play of the game, they'll try to dress up that final score. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. That's reeled in, it's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The run inside. It's White. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Running inside, it's Taylor. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It's caught. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Finds a man on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
Snagged in, there's running room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Harrington. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll move the tight end. Might be changing the route. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Has it. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Caught over the middle, it's Riles. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Aztecs. Took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the San Diego State Aztecs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Aztec head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Moore with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Newsome. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes down the right side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Keelan Russell. Grabbed over the middle. It's Becker. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. They'll run the screen. Makes the catch, and he's free. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Aztecs will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. It's Harrington. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dante Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Newsome. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The give on the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Pressure coming. And down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Moore shoots it to the left. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Mack. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Harrington. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Smashes ahead.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Here's more to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mack. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give is to Taylor. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Aztecs. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. The give to the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. He'll return it from the 50. Can they catch him? That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Sails one into the middle. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Now, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you've got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing more. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore, play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, well, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his wife.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dante Moore. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. At the 45, on his way. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like, second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered. Doesn't force the football. And even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big first down for this offense.
The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Moore. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Moore will throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down, and a quarterback...
There he goes! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here's a heat. This time he's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Harrington. Throws it deep. Touchdown Aztecs. How about that shot into the end zone? And he makes the grab for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Throwing more. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive.
He unleashes a long one. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Working the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Mack. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Taylor has it. There's some room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Harrington. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got it in the middle, it's Becker. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but still counts as a sack.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Harrington. Got his man. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. And that one did not work.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to move them on the counter. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Some misdirection with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Dante Moore. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They go to the counter. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head. That might have been a reason why he dropped it.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. 4th down, Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Harrington. They go to the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Makes a catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him. This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Run in the red zone, it's Taylor. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Here's more to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.